first unlock tier has been announced. Hello and welcome back to Jacob's Toys. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. And of course we're going to talk about the Haslab project Engine of Vengeance, not the Hell Charger, which is the latest Haslab project from Marvel Legends, Hasbro's Marvel Legends. And the first tier has been announced. And if you watched my previous video, I got it wrong. I honestly thought that they were going to hold Mephisto back and he was going to be a later tier to kind of encourage people to jump on board. But no, as it happens, he's the first tier unlock. So the guys at Marvel Legends have announced that if we reach 12,000 backers on the Haslab project, Mephisto will be included. It is a 7-inch figure. It is pinless and it is looking pretty awesome if you ask me. There are so many collectors out there that want a Mephisto figure, especially after the hype that he got last year with the WandaVision series and basically any MCU property that came out. People thought Mephisto was showing up. But Mephisto is a character that's got history rooted deep in Marvel Comics and is definitely a must for most collectors. Now, there have been previous versions of this figure put out years ago. Most recently was the Diamond Select, Marvel Select Mephisto that came with a really cool throne and was pretty gnarly looking, let's be honest. It was a good figure. But the aftermarket price of this has shot up and this can sell for anywhere between, I've seen it as high as $100, but it averages out around $70 to $75, £70 to £75. So it's quite a pricey figure. However, Diamond Select do re-release their figures. Remember Watcher? Well, that was a very sought after figure for quite some time, and then Diamond Select went and re-released him. He was gauging a price of around $100 to $150 in some places. I saw this figure going for stupid amounts of money, especially after the What If series. And then Diamond Select re-released it, which was really cool and allowed a lot of new collectors to pick one up. I actually did get one of the re-releases as well, and it is an awesome figure. However, personally, I think this Marvel Legends Mephisto definitely looks better. It just looks more modern. I think if any of the other companies like Diamond Select were going to compete with it, they would have to go for a new sculpt to really compete with the one that Marvel Legends are putting out. It's really enticed a few people to back because the backing has gone up. We are currently sitting at around 4,700 backers of the 9,000 needed. Let's be honest, this project is getting backed. One way or another, it is getting backed. Now, we've still got quite some time on the project, well over 40 days anyway. Almost 5,000 backers in a couple of days. Yes, we need 9,000 in that first week to unlock the powered down like civilian Robbie Reyes. Now, as I said in a previous video, I did predict that Mephisto was going to be a later tier, but I'm really surprised that they put him out as the first one because it's definitely a figure that people are after and they could have held on to it and teased it a little bit more, but they didn't. So they did just put it out there as the first tier. And at 12,000 backers, it's not unrealistic. I think I predicted the first tier would be around 11,000 backers. So my prediction wasn't that far off. I think 12,000 is definitely an achievable number when you look at previous Haslab projects. But either way, the one thing to take away from this is Mephisto is definitely on the cards. And one thing I've seen a lot of people say on community groups and on Twitter and on Instagram, etc., is about Marvel Legends re-releasing these unlock tier figures at a later date as single cards or 2-packs, etc. One thing they have stated is that these are going to be figures of the demonic nature. So they're figures that they can't necessarily release to the mass market for various different reasons. I'm not even going to get into the logistics of why they can't do those figures for the mass market. So this may be our only opportunity to own them, at least for the foreseeable future. So in short, Mephisto is coming, 12,000 backers needed. We're currently sitting at around 4,700. I can't imagine it's going to be long until they show us another unlock tier, which is pretty cool. I must admit though, I did feel a little bit disappointed because Marvel Legends have been releasing stuff on the 20th and that's kind of updates and stuff. 20th of every month there's either a product reveal or an update or something like that. And I was a bit gutted that they tied in the tier with that 20th. It would have been nice to have seen something else in the pipeline, especially with Hasbro PulseCon around the corner. But I know the internet is still divided about whether this is an absolute waste of money or whether this is a really good project. So do like, share, subscribe and all the rest of it. I've got another video coming very soon about cars on the market. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon.